There's been a few revivals, if you will, in areas that have not really been invested in. One is in obesity and cardiovascular metabolism. That was definitely an area that people were not thinking about investing in as recently as probably 2 or even 3 years ago. And now it's a huge focus for pharmaceutical companies.
There's a promising new weight loss drug that's getting a lot of attention.
If it's approved by the FDA, the medication could become the best-selling drug, get this, of all time.
The most recent drugs that affect a target called GLP-1 have shown really not only handling what it was originally developed for, which was for your diabetes and controlling the sugar levels and insulin levels, but also showed significant weight loss. And so that's a whole new area that people are trying to explore and find other targets and other mechanisms that might help people with obesity. And then on the neuroscience side, we have, for the first time ever, a drug that actually affects the pathology of Alzheimer's disease that was approved. So that's, again, opened sort of a renaissance in people thinking about what are some of the other mechanisms that could be important. Radiopharmaceuticals are definitely a new area. People have gotten very excited about. Novartis, for example, has had a few successes in that radiopharmaceutical area, showing some significant efficacy in oncology patients. So that sort of spurred, how can we do this better? How can we do this differently to really take advantage of what could be a new, sort of a new old modality? People have used radiation for a really long time. And so how do you take that idea and kind of twist it a little bit to be more specific and to use different wavelengths of a radiopharmaceutical to be able to try to address the oncology issues that maybe radiopharm can address certain cancers where other therapies can't address. I think for us, we've certainly explored that area, but also want to really look at not just what are the new modalities or what's a new platform, but how can we build on successes already that are already out there. So for example, we've been looking at a few different companies that are trying to move from modalities of drugs that are difficult to take and change them to oral.
We are trying to diversify the portfolio, I would say, in terms of therapeutic area focus. Inflammation, immunology are big areas for us. We're still looking at rare disease and areas that have capital efficient drug development experience, and we're still therapeutic and area agnostic, so we're really, I think, looking for the best technologies regardless of the therapeutic area. Some of the things that we've invested in this year are more I would say clinical stage or closer to the clinic to some degree, so that we can be a more attractive asset for acquirers or the public markets, which are moving later stage right now. ADCs, radiopharma, or different modalities that we've been interested in. So that's antibody drug conjugates and radiopharma ligands. Oncology still remains a large portion of the things that we're seeing, but ophthalmology as well is another area that we've invested in pretty heavily this year.